Don. What's up, buddy? Don, you're first and only. Look at you. I mean, it's Thursday. We had a very busy Wednesday, so that usually bodes for a very short Thursday. I am currently in the makings. Hey, listen, Don, if it's just you and I, that's fine. Let's get a cup of coffee and we'll just dish. Nobody watches the VODs anyway. Actually, that's not true. We actually have a pretty decent rewatch here. I probably get 3 to 4 times the rewatches than the live views. Which, I mean, it means you like me. You really like me. Thank you. And that's why I love all of you, because it's very humbling that an old guy yelling into a camera is liked enough that people watch me. Still, I mean, listen, I had this conversation with somebody. They asked me what I did for a living, and I said, it's hard to explain. I'm a Twitch streamer, but not a cool one. They're like, oh, you play games? I'm like, no, not that cool. I sell art, I guess. I don't know what I do. And they're like, oh, show me. And I showed them, like, oh, okay, I've seen those. I'm like, yeah, that's me. I'm one of those. Don's like, hello, everyone who watches this. So it's what's up, T-Bone? So it's a weird question to answer. My mother doesn't know how to answer. People always ask my mom, oh, what do your sons do for a living? And when she gets to me, she's like, it's hard to explain. I was like, Ma, just tell them I sell crack. It's just so much easier to tell them I sell. He sells crack. And they'd be like, oh, and then they just won't ask anymore. I think that's what we're gonna do is like, hey, what do you do for? I sell crack. People come to me over and over again every single day for more of my product. It's art crack art. I don't know. What do you do? I'm a crack dealer. Oh, okay. Let's never ask him that again. Cool. Save us both time. What do you put on your taxes for occupation? I put entertainer. I do. I put entertainer. But that just opens up, if somebody asks my mother, what is your son do? Oh, he's an entertainer. They'll be like, does he do magic? To which my mother would be forced to say, sometimes? But not the kind of magic you think. It's like a very famous South Park episode. Rhymes with Doc magic. Oh, well, you all don't know this. Does Billy Joel's song start playing in the background when he's entertained? Right? Yeah. Yeah, I am. Oh. Y'all don't know this, but there is a graded comic book thing in the works. Doug doesn't know it either, but I'm about to hand Doug, this is what I was doing today. I'm about to hand Doug a list of comics that we are going to get into the hands of some people. It should be fun. Speaking of, the other thing I was doing today. Oy vey. This is our short box of signed comics. Like, I don't know how many are you good at, like, looking at stuff and going, oh, that is that many. I haven't even counted. This is our short box of signed comics. There's like 1 or 2. What up, Sepulros? I always listen. I always do. Whatever pays the bills. There's a couple unsigned. Yeah, I don't think we can get Bruce Timm to sign this one. But for the most part, signed. Putting fork truck driver, inventory relocation specialist. Well, Sepulros, this is 10. I'm going to guess 70.
A little bottle of water.
A little bottle of water. A little bottle of water.
I'm sorry. $71. 71. What's up, Hellbolt? I love you, man. Sorry, I was not going to throw this box of comics on the floor. Oh, there is a line. You win the non-existent prize. Thanks, Hellbolt. I needed that. Yeah, Mage count. Yes, there's 71 in there. About 15 of them are non-signed foil variants, which, as you know, foil's all the rage. Say the wrong answer online and somebody will correct you. Well, there it is. Hey, there you go. Sepulros, I like where your head's at. Oh, Trevor is away. He said burb. Water is amazing. It's true. So, I drank pop today. Well, you just saw that probably 2/3 of that was filled, and that was 71. So, I would say closer to like 100, 110. Now, those true fans among you will know that there's only one pop I drink when I drink pop. And that should tell you what I had for lunch dinner. Moxie? I did not drink Moxie. Yeah. Good reference. As you can see, I didn't finish it. Yeah, but Baja Blast, that is the only pop I will drink. And I didn't even finish that large. When did they discontinue Moxie? Is it still around? Oh, it is. Coca-Cola owns Moxie now. Hello, my lord. Wow, check this out. I don't know if you know this. Excuse me. So Moxie was originally called Moxie Nerve Food with gentian root extract, which was an herbal medicine. Moxie became the official soft drink of Maine in 2005. It was originally invented in 1876. And the English term moxie, hey, that kid's got moxie, actually came from the drink, meaning energy, determination, and spunk. The drink inspired the term. It's pretty impressive. Moxie ice cream is available in Maine. Moxie has been used as a cooking additive by chefs for its herbaceous, savory, sweet flavor profile, generally used in reductions as a glaze for meats such as lamb as well as in baked beans. There's a Moxie energy drink and a variety of Old English seltzer. The energy drink is citrus based and lacks Moxie's gentian root tang, caramel color, and distinctive branding. Learned something today. Oh, I remember Surge. Speaking of Toxic Avenger, oh my god, I am so excited for the new Toxic Avenger movie. DC just did what I do with all kinds of stuff pretty much daily. Mini rabbit hole? Yeah. I knew of Moxie because I used to spend summers in Maine. In my youth, I probably have been to Maine 10 times. And I would spend anywhere from 2 weeks to a full month and a half in Maine because my family is up there. So I actually knew of Moxie. I believe when I was like 5 or 6, I drank it, and that was the last time. And I think they made me drink it as a joke, if I'm not mistaken. My Aunt Prudence. Aunt Prudy, I believe... I asked for 7-Up, and she said all we have is Moxie, even though they had 7-Up. Because I used to only drink clear sodas, because possibly on the spectrum. That actually explains a lot. And I do remember drinking something vile, and I believe it was Moxie. So I recall drinking Moxie when I was about 5 or 6. I did not know it was still made. I did not know that because it was so gross that it still was a thing. But apparently it is, and now Coca-Cola owns it. This would have been in like 86, 87. You know, back in the 1900s. Hey, what's up, Doug? How are you doing? Ooh. We're just talking about Moxie. You have been busy. You have been. That is true. I can vouch for that. I'm looking. Interesting. I have to go through everybody's cards. Apparently, I kind of blew through the cards yesterday. That's what's left. And apparently those power player cards do have numbered variants, but the numbers are hard to see according to the checklist. So I'm going to have to re-scrutinize everybody's cards before I send them. Yes, Hellbolt, Toronto is last. What up, Los? Lord Brownie gets it. It's my shipping paper. It is large sheets of recycled paper used for shipping. Most of you know that. That's what it looks like before I crumple it. That I use that to wrap items. Usually I will recycle packaging we get first, and then if we're out, then I crumple that up. James also likes to draw on that. So you may find Jimmy's drawings crumpled up in your box. No, Doug, I didn't look. I didn't look because if it's in your office, it's not going anywhere. Carlos is inking. You should send all of your pencils to Kaiser and have Kaiser ink it for you. If you are considering the buy, I will put up any of the four for trade, if that will help make the decision. Ooh. Right now, on the other channel, Paul Maitland is doing some painting. He may or may not be painting something you'll see in the future. Brownie has a banana slug, a Red Sox. You have the Red Sox and you hate the Red Sox. Fun fact, Doug actually wanted to make that one of the giveaways and put one of the big ones in the box because that one was so well done. It's true. Love the art, hate the team. I have, what up, Scuba? I have pieces of art that I'm not keen on the subject matter, but I just wanted to own something by the artist. I own, a couple of Barry Kitson's art. He did a lot of early Captain, or I wouldn't say early Captain America, a lot of semi-early Captain America. And I stumbled across some of his artworks. One of the pieces of paper was creased. So the guy's like, oh, I want to get rid of this. It's creased. I'm like, for $30, I'll buy it. I don't care if it's creased. I just going to flatten it out and look at his art. $9 acres. That's a lot. I do not have it listed. Are you talking about the painting or the comic book? Oy. Oh, I forgot I moved it over here. This is the book. What up, Q? Oh, I must have hit that. Let me get the proper focus. There we go. The book, I believe this one was going to be $500. So if you want it, just purchase one of the other books that's $500, and I'll send you that one, and then I will put the other one as unsold. I still need to make... Listen, man, you're making me look bad. I need to make a... I'm going to make a listing for it anyway, and put it as sold just so people can see the quality of the books that have sold. But just pick a book that's $500. Buy that one. I'll ship this one, and then I'll load it just for our records, because we do keep our records through Wix as well. We'll do it that way. I still have the other two here, so yeah. I have to put this in a clear bag and board for you. I was going to do that, so I don't like... All right. Here's full ADHD. This is a moment of ADHD now. I know the last one was sold, so bear with me just a moment. And I will move the last one and we'll do the giveaway. Thank you, Q, for selling that one out. But here's how my ADHD works. So those were over by the photographing station, which I have set up. And then we were talking about them, so I moved them over here. Now, all of those go into the clear backs and boards because they're nicer and they're better for the books, as I've been told. And I was like, well, I don't want to handle the books more than I want to, so I'm not going to put them into the clear backs and boards until after I photograph them, because I have to take them out of the current backs and boards to photograph them so that they don't have any shine for the camera, and then I put them into the better backs and boards. So the reason those are not in better backs and boards is because I haven't taken a photograph of them yet, because I moved them because we talked about them. And that's all I got to say about that.
bottle of water.
A little bottle of water. A little bottle of water.
Thanks, Carlos. I needed that. But that's how my brain works, man. All right. I will send that, man. And then let me put Dracula as still available. I think Dracula is the one my brother wants too. Reminds me, I got to reach out to him. All right, my lord, you are an official owner of a Daniel Gonzalez. I will take a picture of this tonight so that it is in a proper bag and board later. Guaranteed. Or just send both. That's a very expensive mistake. All right. Number 7, we already know what it is. My brother likes both. My brother likes either or. He's great with either. All right, Q. Thank you for your patience. Uh-oh. I need a new silver Sharpie. It's not working like the paint pen it used to be. All right, let's get back to the other focus. Yes, I am a sellout. You are. You have sold out. All right, DCD Collects presents Mascots, original artwork by Kevin P. West. This is box 7 of 12. It is sold out. Q has it. It's going to be the Raptor. The question is, what kind of amazing cards is he going to have? Bing. Let's just go ahead and get a superfractor, okay, Q? Let's get an Aaron Judge superfractor. Or a Derek Jeter superfractor, because Jeter has some insert cards in here. Let's just get a soup. Oh, good old Cedric Mullins. A mascot soup, yeah. Vladdy. Ohtani, Ozuna, and Schwarber. I've heard of that Ohtani guy. I heard he might be good. Oh, look at that. Yankees. Hey, buddy. There you go. Hey, there's Shohei. Look at him in that Dodgers uniform. It's an Ellie De La Cruz Cactus League. Eight-bit wood. Arenado. Imanaga. And Seth Brown. Ohtani is card number 1, too. Fun fact. Oh, I don't know about that. Let's call your bluff. Of course it's number 1, because he is number 1. Listen, I don't care if it's a base card. It's Ohtani. Put some respect on his name. All right, Doug, see ya. Judges 300? Now I definitely know you know that. You do have the whole series 1 set? Well, then I trust your statement. Yeah, the foiling is nice. Subtle. Catalog and sorted. Of course. All right, giveaway time. Whoever's on top gets the gritty. Whoever's on bottom has Mr. Met. Let's see how this rolls. Seven times. Good luck, buddy. All right, survey says Lord Brownie, Q, your winners. Take a look at that. Congratulations! There you go. What up, Chef? Just in time. All right, Q, you got Mr. Met. The shading is remarkable. Lord Brownie, you hit the gritty. All right, now, Lord Brownie, as I had spoken about earlier, someone whom will not be named dripped a little bit of Diet Coke. Are you going to frame this or mat this, or do you want me to take... I have a sheet cutter. I can trim it for you. Up to you, whichever you want to do. You'll mat it? Okay, then I'll ship it as is. CKP was right. He said, hold off. They may want to mat it. It's almost like an artist knows what they're talking about when it comes to art. Who'da thunk? The mark gives it character. We'll just say it's the blood of a mascot he body checked into the boards. All right, that is Q's. That is Q's. That is my lord's. All right. Alright, I gotta take photos of that. I did that. That is good. Let me mark that sold out so I don't forget. Sorry, I gotta do a little housekeeping real quick, so that I don't leave things hanging like a hanging Chad. I still can't believe an election was changed because of hanging Chads.
I want more.
I know.
And I know I shouldn't.
All right. I think that's it for correcting the site. All right, we're good. Maybe it's the stain, the blood, the sweat, and the tears. That's going to be my story anyway. It was a lot of fun. Sounding like Rick from Rick and Morty with all the pop I've ingested. What do I have? Oh, how many of those do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on. Do you guys remember when I used to open Golden Age? Apparently I'll own this one. I forgot that we just had 6 that have been sitting behind me on camera for eons. And a long, long time ago, I deleted the product post for that. Long before my lord seized control of the land from the local serfs. See if I can find the old photo. I don't remember how much we sold it for either. I may have to just look it up and see what it sells for and then put it up before Doug asks me what I price it at, which is what I do a lot of the time. Oh, that's just going to hurt my neck. I got to move it over here. I'm sorry. Help, help, I'm being repressed. Look at the violence inherent in the system. One of my favorite movies. When I was a kid, I watched that movie, no exaggeration, 40 times. That is pre-Magnata. Prima Nocturna. I am reinstating Prima Nocturna. Or I could just steal a photo of it. Anyway, the point is, I'm going to put the remainder boxes up. Versus friendly vault. Team ups. Conventional animated. No, I'll have to steal a photo. Yeah, it led to bad stuff. Let me remove this Ron Lim gauntlet. $2014. Sells for about $50. Yep, 2014. $70 plus free delivery on eBay. Well, since we charge delivery, I'm not charging $70. I see it for anywhere between $50 and $80. Let's call it, I don't know, $60. Oh, 20. Oh, it was. Okay, hold on. Timeout. 2014. Save image. We'll do it. We'll do it for 60. I'm not gonna. It's in between. Since we charge shipping, I'm not gonna do 70. Yeah, Lord Brownie, I'll help you out. Do this. What up, BK? I am typing up a very detailed description. Now, I want to remind you, there are 150 cards, give or take, in each box. These are not quick openers, but they're there. The shock collar is built in. So, Lord Brownie, this was something we did for funsies, probably almost 2 years ago. It has a historic autograph in every box. The big hit out of this was Stan Lee's autographed card. And I called it. I said, boy, wouldn't it be great if this box had Stan Lee's autograph in it? And sure enough, we pull the redemption for his autograph. And it was expired by about 5 years. So technically, we pulled a Stan Lee auto. All right, Lord Brownie's like, let's see. You will get a famous person's autograph. There's actually some really awesome autographs in here. I'm sure we're gonna find one. They did not redeem it. They said they did not have any, and they offered some crappy baseball player. 2014 Golden Age. This is your old school box topper. It's Gene Tunney. Boxing, wrestling, you name it. I probably should have emptied my garbage. We'll make do. These are the types of cards you can expect. All right. A vast majority of these have absolutely no value whatsoever. They're just cool. Jack Johnson, arguably one of the best boxers in history, whose reputation was besmirched not only in his heyday, but that besmirchment still falls today. Those are some stickers featuring the Titanic, the Lusitania. By the way, the unsinkable Molly Brown, yeah, she was on both when they sank. Captain Edward Smith, he went down with the Titanic, because a captain should always go down with his ship. Stay away from that, Chica. No, I say no. I say stand next to her, because then you will survive. So I say nay, BK. Oh, man. You see this? Do you know what this is? My hopes and dreams, Bill Super Bowl champ card, close. It is the team photo of the world champion Seattle Mariners. Green mono. Tatum O'Neal. Lindsey Wagner. Harold Lloyd. Lord Brownie gets it. What up, Mo? Rube. That's the Sundance Kid. Doug has seen the Dead Sea Scrolls. The late Jerry West. What up, Butch? It is a refractor. Gonna get the car. I think they'll send that right back to you. Buddy Holly. Oh, there he is. Good old Pete. Oh, hey, you know what this is? Do you have any idea what this is? It's the Super Bowl team photo for the Atlanta Falcons. Billy McKinley. Chris Knight. The Nolan Ryan Express. Now, they did number some of these. There's Shoeless Joe. At the end, I will go through and see if any of them. There is your Coco. These are one per box. Coco Backs. Jackie Gleason. Fatty Arbuckle. I think we decided we didn't have one. And that everybody seems to know one, but nobody is one. Don Knotts. Frederick Valentich, Terrible Pilot. That's all I'm going to say about that. Terrible Pilot. The No Stash Raleigh? I don't know. I'm sure we'll find out, though. Doc Holliday. Ooh, look at this. Do you know what this is? Paul Maitland will appreciate it. What tomb? Tut. This is an ex-parrot. It's pining for the fjords. This parrot ceases to be. Hello, Polly. Why was he a bad pilot? Google him. You'll see. Lee Majors. Rita Hayworth, she gave good face. Oh, excuse me. Uh-oh, hit time. I believe there's a hit in here. Christy Mathewson. It's a little mini insert. Not the hit I was hoping for. Dreyfus. Caddy Ranch. Ernie Banks. There you go. Frederick Valentich. More stickers. Cepeda, Yunt, Brett, and Ryan. Butch Cassidy. Ooh, Angie Dickinson. Catherine Bach. Joey Ramone, followed by Joey Ramone. Ty Cobb. I've never heard of him. Must not be famous. There's Pete. They are. There is a guaranteed auto in here. I cannot guarantee you'll know who the auto is, though. Willie. Fun fact. If you smoke this card, you will not get high. Cy Young, named an award after him, he must be good. Not only is there an autograph, there's also a relic in every box. Hey, do you know what this is? There was a Willie in his box. That is correct. What up, Prue? Prue, I've missed you, man. It's a Yeti in a blizzard. Poor Alfalfa. Joe Louis. Jake LaMotta, Raging Bull. Well, it's funny, Sepulros. He made those cards for us. Tatum. She dated Michael Jackson. What up, Kate? Richie Hebner. Oh, yeah, by the way, they're all on card, too. World Series champ with Pittsburgh in 1971, Hebner earned his nickname the Gravedigger. Honestly, he dug graves, the family business, during the offseason and maintained a cryptic sense of humor. I like to tell people I'm the last person to ever let them down, he told the Boston Globe. Don't tell our dear friend Don. Don is a lifelong Pirates fan. Prunier graduated from college. That's awesome. It's good to have the eagle back in the nest. All right, I'm honestly running out of them, so we're going to skip that one. There's Farrah Fawcett. We did score a Farrah Fawcett auto, by the way. That exists. That's a thing. Fay Ray. Jimmy. Junior Johnson. We also pulled one of his autos. Godfather of modern racing. You're blowing kisses and you missed? Is that what it is? You missed blowing a kiss? I get it. I understand. Orson, that's a young Orson Welles. That's a pre-cheeseburger and wine Orson Welles. That is the little person Eddie Goodell. What a sad story he had. Ooh, you got a piece of Farrah Fawcett's negligee. Hey now. Ooh, do I have any more top loaders to fit that, though? Nope, we're going to plan B it. Good old plan B. I have another adult joke for that. All right, last pack. There's the Sundance Kid. Joe Medwick. There you go, homie. All right, let's check for numbers. They are right on the top. It's true. Women will take one look and go, nope, I'm out. By myself. Don't want to be. All right, here we go. Almost done. Nine, none, zero, zilch. That's a hard no, no numbered cards. But you got a piece of Farrah Fawcett's negligee and a old school pirate. Oh, that is my son's school? Oh. Prue. Prue wants to tackle one too. All right, Prue, you ready to see what they do? "2014 Golden Age." Ooh, you got a thinner. Usually this means a triple card. That's exactly what it is. Trevor, I have no idea what you're talking about. All right, I gotta empty my garbage. So apparently, Trevor, there was a stash of them. You know me, I save things for a rainy day and then I forget about them. Hank Williams. Gaylord Perry. Oh my goodness, you know what this is? Any idea what that is? It's the Carolina Panthers Super Bowl champ photo. Orioles starting pitcher with a winning record. Speaking of Prue, I don't know if you saw this yesterday, but we had an Orioles mascot pulled yesterday. Some original art by our dear friend Paul. Bullet Bob Hayes. A's players. There you go. One of the greatest athletes in history. Bucky Dent. Ty Cobb. Jack Ruby. He shot a guy. I'm sorry, KP, not Paul. You're right. I don't know. Oh, it's because I was talking to Paul earlier today. That's why Paul is on the brain. I love Paul. Gary, smelling that fart. He's like, DC, you're using aluminum-free deodorant, aren't you? The logo guy. Gene Tierney. Oh, see, there you go. First it was a Pittsburgh Pirate. Now it's an LA guy. Look at T-Bone. I knew it. What up, Chef? I had a feel as soon as I saw Jaeger, I was like, oh, Trevor's here. I mean, he's no Johnny Bench or Yogi Berra, but he's still a damn fine ball player. Was a damn fine ball player. At least it's not his Stan Lee redemption, right? There you go. Hey, do you know what that is? Jaeger bomb. It's the Invisible Man. Terrible pilot. Oh, yeah. You know, if there's a Don Knotts autograph in here, I would be pretty inclined to want to trade that. I grew up a huge Don Knotts fan. Lots of things. Mr. Lippett. It did ship, yeah. My KY Bush shipped, and Mrs. the Breaker said, "What is this charge?" And I explained it to her, and she said, "I don't find that very funny." So, yeah, I'm in trouble. Hey, do you know what this is? Boy, I'm running out of, I'm running out of them. It's a photo of the San Diego Padres World Series championship team. I did. She still didn't, still was not impressed. Dusty Baker. Dom DiMaggio. Some would say he was the better DiMaggio. Those people would be wrong. But he was definitely more humble. Joe did get Maryland. It's true. Briefly. I don't have any new ones. We've cycled through all the ones, so sorry. He won. I want to say the ones that were numbered also had a lighter background to them, but I don't want to go based on my faulty memory. Dom paid for the Red Sox, kind of like Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth, very famous Red Sox. See, there's Ernie Goodell. It was Chris McCarron. You met D in the 90s at a private signing no one showed up to at a bank. Talked baseball for an hour. Did he remind you that he was the greatest baseball player of all time? I heard he would do that a lot. He would argue that he was the best player of all time to anybody who would listen. You ask him. You should have asked him what he thought of Mickey Mantle. He did not like Mickey Mantle. He was not a fan of the Mick. That was fairly well known in most circles. When you mention greatest Yankees of all time, do not add Mantle to your top 5 if you include DiMaggio. And you also must make DiMaggio number 1 if you're talking with DiMaggio. Otherwise, he would argue his stats versus everyone else. With Joe DiMaggio, everything was personal, Scoobs. True story. Let's try that again. Ugh. DC, we're so glad you don't have smell-o-vision. Ugh. Pew. Oh, this is amazing. Oh my goodness, you got 2 autos in one box. You got a Jake freaking LaMotta autograph. That is amazing. That is amazing. Heck yeah. That's awesome. Raging Bull himself. Stevie Y. Why? Because we love you. Here's Pete. Right? All day long. Haystacks. Ooh, this Mellow Mint is a short print. Your Pete Rose. I believe you're right. I'm looking for the numbers because I do know the numbers are on the back. That was an awesome box for $60, man. I think you made it. I may have to talk to you about acquiring that LaMotta from you. I'll have to see if there's something in my collection you may want. That would go in my PC. Councilman Chef says, I want 2 of them. No, I just want 1. He's going to take the Bruce Lee. Oh, man, you got the Bruce Lee. Let's get it. Oh, wait, I grabbed the wrong one. There we go. All right, thank you. So true story, I've actually said this many times before in the early days of the stream. I grew up watching boxing. My dad was, and my mom were huge boxing fans. And that's what it started with boxing, and that got me into, well, it started with hockey, which got me into boxing, which got me into MMA, which I eventually would go on to train in an amateur level. And some of the few good memories of me and my dad together were watching the fights. He would get every single Tyson fight, and he would always get mad that the fight would be 90 seconds long, and he would pay $60 for it. We used to watch Oscar de la Hoya. My mom was a big Hector Macho Camacho fan. Sugar Ray Leonard. We watched all of those guys. So growing up, boxing was one of the earliest sports I got into, even before football. So boxing stuff goes in my PC. All right, we're gonna start off with some Bruce Lee Kaleidoscope. This is the last box we have. Councilman Chef, it's yours. Oh, we could use a nice 101. All right, let's get it. Let's get a red back. We want a red back. I'm going to burn through the base because there's a lot of...
A little bottle of water.
A little bottle of water. A little bottle of water.
Thank you, my lord. Thank you for giving me permission to drink. You are the most generous of lords, my lord. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, Chef. Chef, we got a redback. That means it includes a piece from the Bruce Lee collection. You have something Bruce Lee touched. Oh, Councilman Chef. There it is. Out of 150. Oh, it looks like one of his personal training manuals. Shoulder down, left hand pins. That's a redback. Amongst the items personally owned by Bruce Lee, there was one of his signed training manuals. There was his ID cards for joining Jeet Kune Do. There were certificates of graduation. There were a punching mitt for taking punches and a face mask. Scoobs, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. All right, well, that is going to be the big hit. So, with all due respect, I am going to burn kind of through these. It is not going to get better than what you just got. The hit came early. Now, you may have another relic in here. You may have another low number. As I say that, I pull it. This was not a personally worn relic. Does not have the red back. Cool looking card. Oh, another one. Enter the Dragon. There, Bruce Lee is doing a move known as paint the fence. Usually it's 2 with a possible 3. Well, that's exactly what you got. Let's beat the odds. Let's get a 4th. Just for funsies. Ooh! Out of a hundo. Bruce and the Nunchakos. All right, last pack. There you go. Solid, man. That was a good final box. Now let's get to that golden age. So for Golden Age, I switched to the blue box cutter, and so far it's worked well. Right? The good old days. That's Warren Spahn. That Bo Derek auto? Oh yeah. All right, Chef, let's get another dinger. My family calls me Big Al and I hit dingers. Trevor, was it Johnny or Joey Ramone you used to hang out with? One-on-one mini would be nice. Johnny. Look at the ladies. Ooh, Elizabeth Montgomery. Hey now. here's the auto. Charlene Tilton. What was a young San Diego-born actress doing in the heart of Texas in the 1980s? Dialing up the Texas-sized drama, that's what. Tilton, a Southern California native, struck it big when she was cast as Lucy Ewing in TV's Dallas. Prior to that, she appeared on Happy Days and in the 1976 movie Freaky Friday. Looks a lot like a more intelligent Alicia Silverstone. I mean, it's the show wasn't called Houston, it was called Dallas. But hey, at least I got it in Texas, right, Chef? It's a good sig, too, by the way. She did a good job. Oh, wow. I didn't realize there's... There we go. Let's put my thumb there. Actually, it looks worse with my thumb there. She looks completely nude now. All right, we're just going to put the card down. Put the card down, DC. Yeah. She won't mind if I'm covering nudity for the masses. Listen, not all jokes can go over. And that's okay. If everyone was funny all the time, then everything would be less funny de facto. Look at Doc Holliday and that stash. Joss Williams, Waddle, and Plank. It could be Pete Carroll. He was born in what, 1836? We did get a Pat Priest auto, I remember, too. Oh, this pack feels light. He smells what Willie Nelson's smoking. Ooh. 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 Willie Nelson was in a lot of things. Willie's been around. He's also another one born in the 1800s. Fay Ray. Yeah, exactly. The 1800s. I believe the 101s are Panini back. Panini black back, if I'm not mistaken, to be specific. See, look at that. Occasionally I remember stuff. Woo! Shoeless Joe. Coco. Ooh, it's packed thick. All right, this has got to be a relic. Michael Spinks. Looks like a robe or boxing trunks. The Coco? Yeah, it's back when Panini used to actually try. Yeah, one per box. That is correct. The numbers are like 2 or 3 per case. And I think we already hit 2 of them. So we'll have to see. All right, Councilman. Good stuff. What up, Pickman? How are you doing? Jimmy's home. He's 9. He could be by himself now. He don't need me. It's warm in here. It's a lot of work opening those. It's definitely warm now. Getting packed up for vacation. Oh, Bickman, where are you going? Tell me you're going to Budapest. Oh, we're going to Delaware. Hey, look. I'm in Delaware. Panthers versus Oilers again in what? Is that basketball? Wayne's World. Yeah, see, Bickman got it. Yep, we were all thinking it as soon as he said it. The joke's on us. He's really not going to Delaware. He just wanted us to run through the bit. Ooh. I don't know. What do you think, folks? Is that it? Was that a good Thursday? Is that where we stop? Let's try it on for size. First last call. First last call. A gun rack? What am I going to do with a gun rack? I don't even own a gun, let alone enough guns to need a rack. Oh, yeah. If you're going to spew into this. So, fun fact, about a month ago, there was an interview with Tia Carrera. And apparently she learned to play the guitar and she sang the cover of Ballroom Blitz. And somebody said, "Do you still have that red dress?" And she said, "Not only do I have it, I actually just took a picture, I put it on, and it still fits." And sure as sugar is sweet, she whipped out her phone and pulled out a picture of her wearing the red dress all these years later. When you kill a man in Vietnam, you're a hero. When you kill a man in the heat of passion, you're a criminal. At the donut shop. Which, by the way, that scene I think was shot out here. That's it. There you go. Why is it when a man kills in war, it's heroism? When he kills in the heat of passion, it's murder. Yeah. Ed O'Neill is the man. When I went to what's it called? Knott's Berry Farm. There was a guy wearing a Al Bundy Polk High football jersey. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, 4 touchdowns in the first half, right? And the dude turned around and goes, "See, you get me, man." And he hits his wife on the shoulder and goes, "See, that guy gets me." I was like, great, I just started an interrelationship battle. No ma'am shirt? No ma'am. Yeah, as a matter of fact, the Indians used to think it was the soul leaving the body. All right. Last call, last call. We will pick up where we left off tomorrow. Might even have something for you tomorrow. It all depends on how much work I can get done tonight/tomorrow. No stairway. Denied. I say, Hurl, if you blow chunks and she comes back, she's yours. But if you spew and she bolts, it was never meant to be. That's where I learned about Foxy Lady from Jimi Hendrix. Yep. Everybody's going home and watching Wayne's World. All right, I checked the gate. The gate is clear. Oh, I did too. Well, the moist one is not on anymore, so we're just going to go. Be excellent to each other. Folks, I love each and every one of you. Please take care of yourselves and each other so we can do this again tomorrow. I might have a surprise for you. I might not. You have to tune in to find out.